But let's go with our deep dive first on Buccaneers and Chargers. The reason I say this game was really entertaining is because both quarterbacks were fun to watch.
They were.
Tom Brady looked like a younger Tom Brady. He was throwing the ball deep.
Yep.
Justin Herbert was outstanding.
Yeah.
And so let me just start there. We are going to start with the Bucs offense, but quarterback to quarterback, like who are you more impressed with in this game? Tom Brady or Justin Herbert?
It's actually a really good question, all right? And, I mean, Herbert is obviously the new guy on the scene,
right.
So it's cool to watch a new guy kind of pop on the scene, and you just go, here's 3 weeks in a row where you just go, whoa.
You're kind of grading him on a curve because of his inexperience.
Exactly, right. I don't expect him to match wits and decision-making and everything like that, situational football with Tom Brady. No way, no how. But you got to love what you're seeing from Justin Herbert. But I still think I'm probably more impressed with what I'm seeing from Tom Brady right now. I am. I mean, good for him. Tom Brady, the Bucs, everything, Byron Leftwich, Bruce Arians, they got something going here. And I mean, on both sides of the ball to where, like, I'm starting to go, ooh, watch out. The Bucs, like, it's starting to come into a picture of me where I go, they got a chance to be the best team in the NFC. I really do believe that. Yeah, they got a chance. They do. Everything's there, and it's all going in the right trajectory offensively and defensively, and we'll get into some of the nuances of what I mean by that. But with Brady, hey, we know some of the issues the last few years, you've heard me say it, has been him throwing the ball down the football field. He's been reluctant to do that. You just started off a conversation with Brady throwing the ball down the field. We haven't said that in like 2 or 3 years. That's not been a topic. And first off, I think we got to give Bruce Arians and Leftwich a lot of credit for kind of massaging this effort and getting it going, right? And to me, this is the big thing that's jumped out more than anything, just to get without getting into like real specifics or anything like that right away. But yes, there is certainly a downfield attack. They got big weapons. They know that. We talked about last week how they're a little bit in like they got some Brady plays, and then they got shot plays. And people need to peep this. And this is one thing I really like about their offense. I mean, when they get in the shotgun, they're going to go to New England Brady stuff. That's the one thing I've noticed over the last 3 weeks. It's almost a telltale sign. When they get 2 tight ends in the game and start to looking like, ooh, it looks like they're going to run the power run, that's when they're most likely going to take a shot. That's when they get, Evans down the field, O.J. Howard wide open for a touchdown, 3 tight end set. So they really put you in a bind that way. And where I want to say I really give Arians and Leftwich credit is they've done a good job to where, okay, we got to get Brady to be grittier. Hang in there, throw the ball, be more aggressive, right? That's what he said after week 1. I expect him to have a grittier performance. I think that's what he was talking about, like stand in there and we want to make throws. All right, so what they've done is, here's your plays you like, get the ball to your hands, look, everything's good, get a few completions, and then when they want him to get aggressive, this is what jumps out to me more than anything, is they get tight ends in the football game, and for 2 reasons. One, you can keep 1 or 2 of them in the block, right? And now Tom can drop back and go, okay, just give a good frame of mind to go, I feel good. I got 7 blockers here, and I'm going to have time to be aggressive and push the ball down the field. But then the other thing it really does too, and this plays for Brady too, is it usually simplifies defenses when you get into 2 and 3 tight end sets. So if you have a team that might do some crazy blitzes or do some things a little differently, when you get into 2 or 3 tight end sets, they go, whoa, okay, wait. Because if they line up in the wrong formation and we call the wrong blitz, they could run block down, pulling guard, and we blitzed on the wrong side, and all of a sudden we're gashed for a 30-yard run. So, right, defenses just go, let's get in the defense and let's all play our gap so we don't get killed by some overpowering run look, right?
Got it. Even though they don't have an overpowering run game, really.
No, they do not. Exactly right. But I think this is second part, and I'm glad this is why you and I are good.
We got this going.
Good. But this is the second part of it. And this is where I go to Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians is doing a great job, Leftwich and him, of staying patient with the run. They really are. Even when it's like, okay, it's not that sexy, they're still going, let's just smash it in there for 2 or 3 to keep the defense honest. Don't let anybody pin their ears back on our 43-year-old quarterback, right? And do that. And so many of the big pass plays right now are coming from when Brady is underneath center, tight end, 2 tight ends connected to the end of line of scrimmage, and it's a play-action pass. That is where he is killing people right now. And to me, that was where they hit the little bad spot of the game. They got down 24-7, right? He throws the pick 6. They now, all right, 14-7. They go 3 and out. The Chargers go down, make a good drive to really what ended up being their really only sustained drive the whole day. 13-play, 97-yard drive, right? But they do that, and Tampa panicked for like a few series where they got into like, we're going to just, all right, we got to throw, we're down, let's get in the shotgun, let's spread it out. They got away from the run game, they got away from some of those tight end sets we talked about, but then that turnover happened before the half, right? And Brady gets the touchdown, which was, we'll get to that. That was stupid.
The one to Mike Evans in the end zone.
Which was an amazing throw, three-man rush. Brady's so smart. He knows, oh, it's three-man rush. I'm not going to panic into some decision and throw this ball quick. Let me buy some time. And, of course, what he does is what we all see all the great quarterbacks do. Gets a little time. He starts to manipulate his zone coverage and threw a great ball to Evans. And that really jump-started them back onto, oh, now we can go into the second half, and we don't have to be in the shotgun and the spread. We can get into these two tight end sets and be a little patient with the run again. And that, to me, is where they just opened up their offense and started blowing them away.
It was really telling what Brady said at the end of the game. I mean, 5 touchdowns for the first time since 2017 for Brady. He said that they had to throw deep. They had to start doing that because the field was getting compressed.
Definitely.
It was getting, maybe when they were in the shotgun,
it was
passing game, everything was getting
You're
compressed.
playing into the hands of the Chargers when you do that. The Chargers want to play rush 4, drop 7 in the coverage. That's why they give the Chiefs a pain in the ass every time they play them.
Yeah.
They want you to go, oh, look, we got all these people in here to stop the run, but really you're going to say set hut, and we're all going to expand into pass coverage.
Yeah.
And we fooled you. So, sorry,
how much of this was for the Chargers, though? And no Derwin James there. They've got injuries up and down that roster.
Yep, that's exactly.
So that secondary, I'm thinking specifically on that 19-yard touchdown to Miller that made it 28-24. Remember that one?
Yeah.
He was wide open. It looked like there was a little play action. Both linebackers thought it was going to be a run, I think, there. But Gronk was wide open on that play. Scotty Miller was wide open on that play.
Wide open.
So how much of
play
this?
action pass again, no. Howard down the middle.
True.
Play action pass. Miller, what you're talking about, they got in a shotgun. So it's rare that they got in the shotgun of this, but tight end to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Play action pass. Gets behind a Miller, wide open. So I know I'm cut you off again. I'm sorry.
No, but that's true. That's a good point.
But
that's why it's happening. I'm just wondering how much of this was the Chargers, but it was them getting manipulated, them getting tricked, them having to respect the run, and then Brady still having the arm strength.
Yes.
And pinpoint precision on some of those throws,
definitely,
too.
Definitely. But your original point's real. There's some issues there where they got new parts there. There's no doubt. I mean, they got different middle linebackers in there. Melvin Ingram was in there. Lindell Joseph is a little banged up. There's no Derwin James, right? I mean, we have no Chris Harris Jr. in the game, right? I didn't see Chris Harris Jr. He was hurt, right? I'm second guessing myself now, going, wait, did he? Yes, but he was out. So they messed up some calls. O.J. Howard, that touchdown. I mean, we can sit here and watch the film. I don't know what the Chargers are doing.
Yeah,
I don't know. They messed up. Somebody screwed up. But that was a 3 tight end set. And then your other touchdown, same type of thing. I mean, somebody in the middle busted that coverage there. I don't know if it was the safety or the middle linebacker who was supposed to carry Miller across, but there's obviously some confusion there with some new moving parts and new guys. And then Tampa is, to what you just said with Brady, they're getting scary good at making you defend every inch of the field. That's what we're starting to see. I mean, if he stays patient with the run, and then, okay, we got the Brady quick short passing game and a few screens, and then, bring in Gronk and no more O.J. Howard, but Cameron Brate, and let's play action or max protection and then take a shot down the field, they're going to be tough to stop. They got talent on that offense. And the last piece that I think I'll hit on just here, and I know we're going to move on to the other side of the ball, their O-line. It's really pass protecting well. I mean, we didn't hear Joey Bosa's name yesterday. Tristan Wirfs has been a pleasant surprise at right tackle. I really questioned his foot quickness coming out in the draft. He's been really good. Both tackles have been really good. The Chargers front four never really got to get off yesterday. And that's what they want to do, too. They want to get you in that passing game and be able to pin their ears back and do that. And luckily, that touchdown before the half kind of slowed that roll down, and the Bucs got to get back into more of a balanced attack and just took advantage of them from there.
It's crucial, right? I mean, Donovan Smith, Alex Kappa, I think is Ali Marpet, Ryan Jensen.
Yeah.
I mean, without them protecting Tom Brady, none of it works.
No.
None of it works.
No.
Without him having time, you can't throw deep. None of it works. But, yeah, I mean, Brady did throw deep, passes of 20-plus yards.
Yep.
Had 7 of them, completed 4.
Right.
149 yards and a touchdown.
Big numbers.
Completed a pass to 10 different receivers.
That says it, too.
Getting some connections with some of the guys, although he's still throwing late to the outside to Justin Watson.
Okay.
That was the pick six.
That was the pick six. Got them behind the 8 ball. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Oh, the thing I love about Brady, though, he doesn't blink an eye at this shit anymore.
Yeah.
There was a time in Brady's career where he did not, I mean, if he threw an interception early in a game, he was rattled. I mean, New England knew it. Everybody knew it. And we can go back, and I'm not going to dive into certain games and stats, but you look at Brady through his career. When he threw interceptions early, it usually funneled to like 2 or 3 interception type games, usually. Now, I mean, I feel like ever since that Falcons Super Bowl, it's just like he's Teflon. He just never, you can't phase him with anything. It's a shitty route by, who was that? That wasn't Miller.
It was Watson, Justin Watson.
Shitty route.
Loop it.
Yes, you have to attack a guy's leverage, right? So if you're the corner and I'm in here like this, right, and I want to run an out route like this, I can't run just straight because now there's nothing attacking you. You can kind of just go, oh, wait, let me look at the quarterback and kind of look at him and react, right? But if I ran at you really hard and attacked you, then you have to go, whoa, wait, like, is he about to run by me?
And you go this way.
Or you don't know where it is, right?
Yeah.
But you get on your heels. Exactly right. So you start to back up because you're going, uh-oh, he's going to make a move on me. And then you run the out route. Yeah. So Brady, he was trying to kind of look off, I think, the inside coverage guy a little. He did it a little too long because he was trusting his guy would run the right route, too. And I think he got kind of screwed over by that as well. But still.
I mean, that's a typical quarterback. Blame your receiver for a pass that was thrown behind him. And I've heard this before. But no, legitimate criticisms there. The route run by Justin Watson didn't hurt the Buccaneers. They got enough points in this one. I mean, 38 in this game, in a game where they were down 24-7, Chris. And it looked like they would be down 24-7 going into halftime.
Yes.
You were very critical on PFT this morning of Anthony Lynn because they were just trying to run out the clock. And you got a rookie quarterback handing to Joshua Kelly.
He's a rookie running back.
Right. You saw the tape. I mean, was there anything different you saw after looking at the tape on this end of the half, or was it just a dumb idea?
No, it's a dumb idea. And it's for what? That's what I don't understand. There's 47 seconds left in the half. The Buccaneers have 1 timeout.
And where was it? It was like at the 10 or 15
I think it was
or something.
I think it's the 6-yard line.
Really?
I mean, it's somewhere right around there. I mean, I can call up the play again for you.
Because part of me almost thought, like, you see this sometimes where teams at like their 20, and it's like, we don't think we're going to go for it, but if we hand it off and we rip off 15 yards right here, we got timeouts, maybe we will. Maybe we will try to do something. But from your own 6-yard line, you're not thinking that.
They're on the 8.5, 9-yard line. So I'm watching the play again as we sit here too.
That's just not thinking. You're just like, let's just get out of here. We'll hand it off. It's not thinking, right?
Well, I mean, yes, it's not thinking. And what I don't understand too is, this is a coach who wants to manage football games and limit mistakes. And he's talked about, and that's why he wants Tyrod Taylor to be the quarterback. And he's had a hard time complimenting Justin Herbert. I mean, he really has. If you really listen to it, he has a hard time throwing a compliment out. He's hurt and bothered that Tyrod's not able to play. You can see that on him. But, this one, hey, I know Justin Herbert's going to throw an interception later in the game. I don't really give a damn, though. I mean, Justin Herbert's the reason you're in the game all to begin with, or a big part of why you have this 24-7 lead. But it just makes no sense. You have a ferocious front with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You have a rookie quarterback, a rookie running back, and a shitty O-line. What the is your middle run with 47 seconds left going to do, right? Kneel the ball. Oh, they called timeout. There's 43 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
Oh, kneel the ball again, and then you might have to kneel it one more time. Go in. 24-7? What? I mean, I bet you some of the Chargers would have looked like licked candy off the floor if you told them there was going to be 24-7.
Yeah.
Yes.
They just thought there was a 1% chance something was going to go wrong with a handoff there. And then the 1% happened.
It did.
It happened. It happened there, and it could have cost them the game. Because, I mean, it's totally different going in the half up 24-7 or 24-14, whatever.
I would argue it did cost them the game. Yeah. I would, yes. I do. I think that the Bucs are not able to come out and be as patient in the second half, not be able to get into some of those 2 and 3 tight end sets, not be able to be as patient with the run game and all that. If they're down by 17, I think there might be a little more panic or just rush there.
I would argue this cost them the game as well. Before you get into your Justin Herbert breakdown, when they lost Austin Eckler, they had a real hard time running the football.
Yes.
They did not run the ball effectively after they lost him. And Austin Eckler, we're finding out last year when he was going up against Melvin Gordon. We're like, hey, Austin Eckler, oh, look at that. That's crazy. They're doing just as well with him as they are with Melvin Gordon.
Right.
Well, maybe Austin Eckler is actually better than Melvin Gordon right now in their stages of their career. And so when they lost him, they couldn't run, and that was a problem.
No, definitely a problem. I mean, yes, he's their most talented runner. I think you're fair to question that and say, is Eckler better than Gordon at this point in his career? I think it's a total fair question. I think there's a lot of people in L.A. that tell you, yeah, he is. We're cool with Eckler. You know, where like what it hurt to have that playmaker off the field. I don't think they would have ran much yardage, even if they brought Jim Brown out of retirement in his prime. Like, they weren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
That D-line is for real in Tampa. I mean, they're for real. They're scary good. And the Chargers O-line is not good. So I don't know if that, but where it did hurt them is like screen game, short passes, things like that. That's where I just look at it and go, damn, it sucks that they didn't have him in there. They certainly were missing that element of their football team, but at least Herbert made up for it. I mean, Herbert, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, it's
there were two plays specifically.
Yeah, the two bombs, right?
Wow.
Yes.
The two bombs.
Right.
The one, he threw 62 yards in the air.
Yes.
To Tyron Johnson.
Right.
That is the second longest completion of any quarterback in the last 2 years.
Is that right?
62 yards in the air.
And who's the first one?
I knew you were going to ask that.
I know, because we've talked about this before too. That's what's crazy. I know we had this conversation like in the offseason at some point.
It's like Josh Allen.
I can't
Russell
remember.
Wilson.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'm not surprised that it's because it's one of the things I wrote down. And let me just get to it here. But I just wrote the first TD pass to 83 Johnson. I mean, first off, I think the safeties were surprised at how fast 83 Johnson was. They kind of took a, like, oh, he won't get up on us so quick. And all of a sudden they were like, whoa, he's gone. Oh, my gosh. And then I also think they sat there and went, he's not going to throw it this far.
Yes.
He can't just, no way. And then he threw it not only far, but with semi-good pace, too. It wasn't like he threw it, like, way up high in the air. He threw it with good pace. It always comes out of his hand clean. And, yeah, you're right. He got every bit of 62 or 63 yards in the air, perfect throw. And, again, not that arm strength is always, like, a must, but you saw two quarterbacks with great arms yesterday, and you see what it can do for an offense. It expands the field, and it can erase leads or get you out to a lead in a hurry because of, hey, it's like a home run hitter. It's, a home run team. One or two swings, and this game will be different. Yeah, well, these two guys throw the ball down the field once or twice. Watch out.
And then he threw it on the 3rd and 7 to Jalen Guyton. I looked at it. It was 42 yards, I think, off his back foot.
Fading away
off his back foot.
And it was nothing. It was nothing. He didn't even, like.
He could have thrown it more.
He could have definitely. That was like, he probably took 30% off. I mean, he's special skills, special, like, athlete, specimen, whatever you want to say.
And not everyone saw this coming out of college. There were a lot of people that were down on him from what they saw on film at Oregon.
Yeah, well, I mean, Chris Simms wasn't. We know that.
Yep.
But people got to stop evaluating the team and blaming the quarterback. That's no one's going to get some of these evaluations right until they start evaluating the quarterback and not giving him credit or, making him the downfall of the team. I mean, it's just, we got to stop.
There were enough plays at Oregon that you saw, like these plays that we saw on Sunday, that made you think, like, yeah, he can do this in the NFL.
There was enough plays in Oregon where I saw throws, and I just went, there's only a few people in football that can make that throw. That was the biggest thing to me. I'm a big lover of guys where I go, ooh, this is the good. I think I can work with this. Not the, oh, yeah, it's really solid, and, man, there's not a lot of good, but yeah, I'll go with solid.
He's running the offense well. He's teamed up with a good system, and
right. I mean,
there's clicking. He's winning.
Right. Well, yeah, but that's where it leads to misevaluations so many times. And I always bring into like the Matt Leinerts and the Tim Tebows in those conversations because those are just glaring at like where we're going to go. Hey, Matt Leinart was a real good quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like be totally negative on him, but. 4-yard throw to Reggie Bush. Well, he made 7 people miss and got 70 yards. Oh, wait, Clay Matthews got a sack, strip fumble. Oh, wait, the other first-round receiver. Oh, Lindell White. Oh, the other great defensive player. And then we go, Matt Leinart. Yeah. USC Matt Leinart. Tim Tebow, Florida, Tim Tebow. Not the other 10 Pro Bowlers on the team he had on him. Yeah. Just Tim Tebow. And that's what we're in right now. And it just, as you can see, it drives me crazy right now.
Well, he's proving the doubters, if you had doubts of him going into the year, wrong, that he's got the talent, and really thrust into the role without a whole lot of preparation. Certainly for his first game as a starter, and now he's kind of getting into the swing of things, looking like he has it here.
And I would think they would be able to, if they knew he was going to be the starter too, I would think that their offense would be a little different in some ways too, where you would start getting into like training camp and you go, wait, I can design some plays with this guy that, I might have not done with Tyrod Taylor, but this guy can like run to the right and set up and throw a 60-yard laser to the left and do those type of things. So, he's special that way. And the fact that they did it without a running game and hung in there that way, it just tells you that he's a big-time talent. And really kind of like answered the bell every time you looked at it and you went, oh, here come the Bucs. I mean, of course, with that all-out touchdown pass that you're talking about, that was one of the highlights of the day, and I know Bruce Arians gushed about it.
He did.
But with all that and the way Herbert looked, right, all those things I like and everything, the story to me is still the Buccaneers defense. The Buccaneers defense, man, I'm just I'm a fan of elite things on a football team, elite units, elite. Oh, my defense has this elite part of it. You can always build on elite. And the Bucs have an elite front four. They have an elite front seven, out of this world front seven that can be overwhelming at times and truly dominate a football game. And I think that's what I really like about them. And I think added to that, I think Todd Bowles is finding the right combination of coverage and things like that in the back end to where, hey, maybe they're a little over-aggressive at times. I get that. It's probably why we saw some of those big plays. But even the young secondary guys like Winfield, Carlton Davis, Murphy Bunting, they all have moments of really popping on film where you go, damn. Like they're starting to trust Carlton Davis like he's a lockdown island corner. I'm starting to see the transformation right in front of me where they're going, hey, you get him one-on-one, and we'll do some different stuff over here. And they're not, it's like the offense. It's not peaking yet, but every week I start to go, ooh, that looks good. Whoa. So,
which is why you said at the top of this, you would not be surprised if they were the best team in the NFC when it's all said and done.
I would not. I mean, if you made me look at the NFC right now, of course we're going to give Seattle and Green Bay the top billings, I guess, right now. But I think realistically, actually, as I just sit here, I would put Tampa as number three. I would. And let me just say this too. Tampa would give Green Bay and Seattle and run for their money right now. There's no doubt. I mean, we know Green Bay's defense, nothing to write home about. Seattle, certainly not.
Right.
And NFC is just not as dominant as the AFC. The AFC has a lot of good football teams.
Before we put a button on it, there were 4 undrafted free agents that scored a touchdown for the Chargers. 4 of them.
That's
undrafted
insane.
Free agents. Tyron Johnson, Michael Davis, Jalen Guyton, Donald Parham.
Wow.
Do you know where any of those 4 went to college? Do you have any idea?
Well, wait. I know the receiver went to Oklahoma State. Guyton. Oh, no, Tyron Johnson did. The first one. The really fast one.
Yep.
Yes. He went to Oklahoma State. White, I mean, I've been a fan of White at corner for a few years.
Michael
Davis, right.
Yeah,
and is he BYU?
BYU.
Right.
Oh, 2 for 2.
Yeah, so that's 2 for 2.
This is getting exciting. How about Jalen Guyton? Any idea? These are smaller schools.
Yep, I don't know.
North Texas for Jalen Guyton. And then Donald Parham, the tight end, Stetson University. They did not even have a football team from 56 to 2013, Pete notes here.
That's amazing.
First player from Stetson to ever score a touchdown in the NFL. Also the first XFL 2020 player to score a touchdown in the NFL. So he was in the XFL.
Wow.
Now making a name for himself in the NFL.
Wow.
Not good enough for a win, but it was a pretty exciting game. Bucs beat the Chargers 38-31.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.